the things that I want to do to you, why don't we just lock the doors and have a little one-on-one session today? I'm sure the other students wouldn't mind. Well, I can just postpone the quiz and give some special treatment for my favorite student. Well, you still have to work hard for your grade. I will make sure that your hard effort is paid off later, maybe with some extra credit opportunities. Well, since you're the only student who comes to my lectures and my office hours as well, I think that it's fair if the upcoming exam is hard. Don't worry about them. Just pretend that it's only me and you. Just like all the other times that you came, none of the other students are going to bother us. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry about the teaching assistants. I told them not to bother me. I told them that I had a special guest coming over today. But as a precaution, I also didn't give them the keys. So, there you go. Well, I find them very annoying. They ask too many questions. And I know that I'm the expert here, but I'm sure they should be able to find out on their own. They're so close to getting their PhDs. And next year, you can also apply and come back and learn under me. Is that correct? Maybe instead of coming here and receiving extra credit, maybe you can come here and we will publish papers together and do research, and I'll bring you to all the conventions. You just have to keep performing well at these one-on-one meetings. And you also have to go through an application process. And you also have to go through a rigorous selection process conducted by yours truly. So if you don't do well, I guess that sucks for you. Well, I can't treat you differently than all the other students. Oh yes, I'm very dead serious. So you better set your pretty little ass down before I fail you. That's a good girl. Now, I hope you realize that I have very high expectations for you. It would be really bad to my ego if the person that I gave extensive private lessons to, my absolute favorite student, if you didn't end up at the top of the class. And I really sincerely hope that this doesn't distract you too much. You still have to focus on your studies. You think me being close to you is a distraction, huh? Well, I haven't even started with the tougher distraction tactics. Now, if you would just take your time and listen, just listen to what I had to say, maybe you wouldn't have to ask me so many questions. And it doesn't seem like you have a big concern about your grade because you think that you can just come to office hours be pushed around by me for a little bit, and then you would get a good grade. Well, just like how education gets more and more difficult, the classes you take become more and more difficult. So will the favors I ask you to do. It's not enough for you to come to my office hours. I'm gonna ask more of you. Well, you gotta listen to me carefully and do everything that I demand. Otherwise, you may not be passing this class. Don't get distracted. It's a very simple proposition. All you have to do is serve me and serve me well. I'll definitely give you a good grade after. Do you understand? Good. Come sit next to me on this couch that I conveniently have in my office. Oh, don't worry. Every time that you come to office hours, I always clean it down. It's perfectly fine. Sit. I insist. Sit. I absolutely love it when you do that little trick with your tongue. Not just on my skin, but when we're kissing as well. I like it that we're so feral, just trying to get inside each other, and you're really hot. And I don't mean that just figuratively. You're really warm to the touch. And I like that. Don't do that. Your lips are so fat and juicy, and it makes me wanna kiss you forever. But how am I supposed to breathe? I have to take breaks. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a nose. That's a good idea. I know I'm a very big guy. You know what they say about people with deep voices and big feet and big hands, right? If it's big in many places, chances are we're even bigger where it matters the most. Oh yeah. I love the way you feel. You're just as good feeling as you look beautiful. And that cute little smile of yours as well. And you feel so good. I love it when I'm inside. You're very, very correct. You are the sexiest girl in the world. Baby, please, can you be more vocal about your current satisfaction? It really makes me excited to hear you. Yes, every time I do this, and every time I go in deeper, I want you to communicate with me exactly how good it feels. You thought that was great, didn't you? Well, there's more to come in the future. Please come back. Baby, come back to me. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. But yeah, go ahead, like and subscribe. Come back, look at my audios. I'll try to release pretty often and consistently, and Snickerdoodles.